Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Welcome to Anime Club Episode 0. Since I didn't have time to get this out on Saturday like I planned, I'm just going to combine this with my review of Space Dandy Episode 1. Normally, Anime Club is going to be reserved for talking about things that I don't normally do separate videos for, like, Miyazaki films, Sword Art Online, One Piece, Wolf Children, anything you guys want. Just to make it extra fun, I'll also be giving away at least one thing to a random subscriber in the comments every week. This week, it'll be 2 Crunchyroll guest passes. So after a couple days, after the video's been up for a couple days that is, I'll reach out to the subscribers on Google Plus in like a private message and just let you know who won. In addition, there will be one extra bonus prize. I will actually pick one person to choose a future topic for us to talk about. It could either be an anime show, it could be TV, but it's anything you want. So once that person picks that thing, I'll fit it into my schedule sometime in the future, and then in a future anime club, I'll announce when that's going to be so that everybody can watch it and get ready to talk about it. I know a lot of you guys have also been asking about my Legend of Korra Q&A and more Legend of Korra videos. I'm taking questions now in the comments for my next Legend of Korra Q&A. That's going to be my next Korra video. So here we go. Let's talk about Space Dandy. It was amazing. I'll do my top 5 things first, and then I'll give my general impressions on the series. Number 1, the main character Dandy is what you would get if Boba Fett from Star Wars and Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop had a love child, and then that love child was raised by Han Solo on the Millennium Falcon. That is to say, he has the soul and personality of Spike, combined with some of the sensibilities of Han Solo and the career of Boba Fett. He's a boob-crazy space bounty hunter who always seems to come out okay, even if he happens to get frozen in carbonite or sucked into a space-time vortex. Shout out to all the Doctor Who fans out there. Number 2, the series is a satire of fan service anime. So the Boobies restaurant chain is kind of meant to make fun of places like, Hooters and other famous space bars like the Cantina. All those things that you thought may have been way too over the top are really just done in the name of comedy. Number 3, his robot companion QT is a Siri iPhone joke. I know I just talked about Boobies being satire, but remember how he got upset because QT was all buggy, outdated, and ran out of power all the time. How many times has your iPhone ran out of power? He's basically like your iPhone 3 living in an iPhone 5S world. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Space Dandy is still under his 2-year contract with Space Verizon, so he can't buy that new model yet. Number 4, the character design is amazing and combines a lot of different genres like 50s greasers, 70s blaxploitation, and space opera like Star Wars. I really liked how it pays homage to and makes fun of all these things at the same time. And number 5, the artwork and the music is amazing. I'm really interested to see what the rest of the series looks like, but even if you just ignore a lot of the space backgrounds and the mats and the character design, and just look at those freeze frame paintings, your eyeballs just pop out of your face. So if every episode is like this, I'm gonna be really excited. The music, of course, totally sounds inspired by the music of Cowboy Bebop. That series used a lot of jazz, or space jazz if you want to call it that. That song that plays at the opening of Dandy, the opening theme, is called Viva Namida. Overall, I really liked how different it felt. If you're a fan of the way Quentin Tarantino puts movies together, you'll definitely appreciate the meta-satire aspects of Space Dandy. It takes all the most notable tropes of science fiction, space opera, and anime, and both pays homage to them and makes fun of them at the same time. So it's like a bunch of different series all combined into one series. The version that I watched was the English dub on Adult Swim, and I really liked the English voice cast. It would have been awesome if Stephen Bloom could have done the voice for him, just because he did Spike, but Ian Sinclair was awesome. Also, quick question, if you're one of the female subscribers on my channel, could you let me know what your general impressions were about some of the more ridiculous aspects like the Boobies restaurants? This is a really big departure from series that have really strong female characters like Legend of Korra, so let me know how you felt about how women were treated in this episode. But remember, it's all done in the name of comedy. I know it was super ridiculous, but let me know what you think in the comments below. I just love the idea of a Spike Spiegel, Boba Fett, Han Solo character traveling through space-time, Doctor Who style, with a companion that is essentially a broken iPhone and a kitty cat that does not want to be called a kitty cat. I'm still waiting to learn more about the villains because the space chimp is a space pimp. That hat, I could not stop staring at that hat. If you're watching the English dub of this, it's a Saturday night show, so I'll be doing separate videos just for it that I'll probably upload either Saturday nights or Sunday mornings depending on how fast I get to see it every week. I actually had some trouble watching it last night, so hopefully that won't be an issue next week. So I'll be contacting the winners of those Crunchyroll guest passes via Google Plus in a couple days. Don't worry if you don't have a chance to win, I'll be giving away stuff every week. Next week we're actually going to be talking about our favorite Miyazaki films. I'll also be talking about The Wind Rises, so if you've had a chance to see that film, we can talk about it in the comments. So remember to rewatch your favorite Miyazaki film so we can talk about it next week. Remember, I'm also taking questions for that Legend of Korra Q&A video, which I'll try to post later this week. Right now, you can click here to get more of a rundown on Space Dandy, and you can click here to learn about Legend of Korra Book 3. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tonight. High fives.